coming to you live and vulnerable. It's been a rough and a crazy, but joyous, but also grief induced week. I'm also 21. And I have definitely taken full fucking advantage of that this week. And you know what? That's all I'm gonna say. I also lost a very important and a very monumental relationship this past week. And I'm kind of just having one of those days, like I was carrying myself around the world today, very strong, very grounded, very in tune, very wise. And, I didn't really cry that much at all today either. I had therapy this morning and I did cry. Like all my therapist does is has to look at me and bitch, I'm bawling. I wasn't bawling, but a few tears were shed. Yeah, a few tears were shed, but not as many as I expected. I was expecting me to be full on like like literally like shaking on the couch. But no, I was very stoic. I was very calm. And I kind of carried that energy with me throughout the rest of the day. It felt like I was finally having a good day this week. And in hindsight, now that I'm saying that out loud, I had an incredible week. An incredible week. Actually, you know what? Let me get into what beautiful and a fun and community filled week I had this week. Because I also experienced a lot of loss and a lot of grief this week and a lot of pain this week. But I come on the other side. You know why, ladies? Because we're alchemists up in here. The reason why I had such like a jam-packed week and like such a fun and like with like heartbreak aside, if I look at my week, heartbreak aside, like holy shit, I did so much and I hung out with so many of my friends. I spent so much time with my roommate. I had so many bonding moments with the people around me and I felt so connected. I felt so connected and so cherished. I felt so cherished. Holy shit. Wait. Oh my god, wait. Now that I'm like sitting here and like not thinking about the heartbreak but thinking about the bigger picture, like holy fuck. Like my life is beautiful. I guess the grief was just creeping in for a moment, but she is welcome. We hold our emotions with compassion. We let them stay as long as they can and we don't push them away because they will leave when they're ready. But yeah, I mean, she's definitely there. And I'm holding her with compassion right now. But let's get into what I did this week for my birthday. Let's start with Friday, the Friday before my birthday, so that was the 16th. I had a little birthday dinner. It didn't go exactly as planned, but it's okay because I still had a beautiful birthday. Early birthday dinner with my coworkers, but I don't like to call them my coworkers anymore. I like to call them my friends because they're my friends. And I fear a lot of them had like a day notice, 2 days notice, like that night notice, and what I thought was so beautiful about that dinner, they all showed up with gifts. And I was like, guys, like I have a long history with my birthday, and I don't like to celebrate my birthday. I usually don't, and if I do, it's usually with like, i.e., I usually only spend it with my boyfriend, now ex. Um, but this year I really wanted it to be different. I really wanted to change the narrative. I didn't want to cry on my birthday. It ended up happening anyways because I guess I got some fucking karmic cycle on my fucking birthday. I don't know. Anyways, back to the dinner. Um, yeah, they all showed up with gifts and like just truly wasn't expecting anything at all because I'm also not in. I at the moment I wasn't very close with them, and I just wanted to be around people I enjoyed and around people that I had sharing emotions, that I had sharing. I don't know. We're all alike in some sense. I mean, a lot of us have Capricorn in us, so. And if it's not Capricorn, it's Aquarius. So, like, come on. That dinner was just so beautiful, and it was just a lot of bonding and a lot of like natural, organic, like constantly flowing conversation. And it's just like they truly made me feel so seen and so grateful that I'm still alive. And then Saturday was the start of a bender. Mm-hmm. Saturday was the start of a bender, and I mean everything under the umbrella. Part of it was to drown it all out. Part of it was to drown everything out. But also, like, fuck it, I'm 21. Like, bitch, I'm not gonna, like, let me live it up. Let me live it the fuck up. And then Sunday I had a family dinner. And then Monday I was pretty down low. Monday I was pretty heavy. I actually went to go pick up my meds, my antidepressants, and I was crying so much and I was so distraught in that moment. And I called my roommate because I didn't know who else to call. I called my roommate and I was like, hey, I'm gonna meet you guys. And she sent me her pin and I fucking pulled up and we were at a festival because they had just went to a like protest like rally type of thing. Initially I was gonna go with them, but I couldn't pull it out of me. Don't be mad though because I still showed up for the festival. I still reps my stickles, blame Trump, and I supported the local vendors and all of that. So, and while I was there, just walking around like the giant crowds of people and just hearing, you know, chit chatter in the background, kids running around, the sun's hitting my face, like there's live music and there's just so many people around. And when I was trying to find my roommate in the crowd, like I just couldn't stop thinking about how this life is so much bigger than what's in my mind, you know? The world is so much bigger than me. There's so much to life and there's so much to experience and there's so many people here and we're all here together. Like there's something beautiful about that we're all here together. All walks of life. Like I am fully grieving, distraught, like puffy-eyed as fuck. Life is so big and the world, there's so much more to life than the world I had been stuck in for months. That moment just really pulled myself out of my head and I was just so incredibly grateful that I had the courage to push myself to show up. And I also am so incredibly blessed and grateful for my roommate for always allowing me the space to show up. Because, like, ladies and gents, like, I was literally standing in that field of grass, like, about to cry because I was like, no, like, life is so beautiful. Despite it all, despite it all. And then after that, I was still pretty manic. Um, I mean, it was coming and going, but We came home. We was running around doing 1,200 million things, but we were together. We were in the car, sharing a cigarette or two. And we just had a lot of bonding time. And it brought me back to last summer. It felt really nostalgic. Last summer when I would ride around in the car and when I had no one to rent to, I was always in that back seat with them, and it really brought back a lot of bittersweet emotions. But that night, we ended up heading to I don't want to dox myself, so I'm just gonna say, like, my local man made river, if you will. We headed there for a night swim. We brought mimosas, and it was just incredible. Literally, it was so beautiful and it was so fun. The water was fucking freezing, bitch, but we didn't give a fuck. We were tipsy. Like, I'm going through it, and my girl just wants to be there for me. And just, we said, fuck it. And we jumped in that cold ass fucking water. And it was amazing. It was so fun. Honestly, I think that's the highlight of my week, going to the water and just letting it wash away, letting that weight carry with the river, letting all of it just go, and just feeling the cold water on my skin while I looked up at the stars and the trees, and it was just exactly what I needed. And then Tuesday, I did one of my friend's nails in the morning. Her set turned out gorgeous, and I opened up to her a lot about this, actually, my little passion project. I opened up to her a lot about it, and also kind of our roles as Capricorns, because we're both Capricorns, and it was really nice. That was beautiful as well. Like, it was a really, like, eye-opening conversation, and again, like, I felt really seen by her, because if you kind of look at us, like, we're definitely polar opposites, but we both feel like we have very similar purposes in our lives. And I think that's why I've always been drawn to her, because she also has like a very similar story. Mm, she does have a similar story to mine as well. And it was just very eye opening, and it was just beautiful to know that someone also experiences these feelings in life. Like, I have always known and believed that I was always meant to live a big, vivacious, wild, like, emotion filled, and I always believed that I had just a greater path than just something average. I was never meant to have an average life. That's all I know. It was really comforting knowing. Do you want to join the talk, princess? I don't remember what I did Wednesday. All I know is I took my dog to the vet. Oh, I took my dog to the vet and I napped because, okay, Friday all the way to this Wednesday, I had been consistently staying up every single night to 5 a.m. And don't forget, y'all, like, I was fully on a bender. Like, that's why my ass was being able to stay up so late. But, like, I was also, like, living life, bro. Like, we were, like, at fucking 3 a.m., like, at 7-Eleven or, like, at this fucking smoke shop, just lollygagging. And, like, we went to, this one, like, big, but kind of, like, scary, like, sex shop. And I had always been scared to go there, but we went, and it was actually pretty fun. It was not scary at all. Everyone there was really nice. Now we are sped up to today, Thursday, bitch. I had therapy this morning, and I thought I was pretty much good. Like, I thought I was good all day. I thought I was good as fuck. But here we are at 1 a.m. I mean, I am good. I'll always be good. Like, if no one's gonna have my back, I'm gonna have my back. You know, like a bitch will always get through it, and I don't have any doubt that I won't get through this. But